First of all, how to only the controller, how to create a controller. So I gave you the example of get first, and here we were hard coding the data. Am I correct? Okay, to give you the okay, and this entity we told like what all fields needed here. Okay, and then we
I think
create.
last time we learned about annotation, not last this page, right?
Yes, 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 yes. So that's what I'm coming to all those things. So then I
Mm-hmm.
showed you like we can hard code even with the entity also here. Then we came up with like setting up the database, which is M2 S2 database, and then using database how to fetch the details. This is what I taught you last time. Am I correct? So now controller we are using repositories. So till here, any questions, any doubts from anybody, anything which you have not understood? If I'll ask you what is controller, what is model now, or what is entity, or what is repository, are you aware now, or still you have some confusion? Tell me now only, because otherwise, if you'll not tell me now, other things which I'm going to teach you will go in van.
Mm-hmm. Can you give a short recap about it, please?
Okay, so simple, very
Thank
simple.
you.
Okay, so last time what we did, what? Okay, I'll give you a recap from the very beginning. Okay, so what we thought. Okay, we said we have one user, and for user we want to create APIs. Okay, so what are APIs? We need to we can create these four kind of API. There are many other kinds of HTTP methods also, but we will, as I said, we will learn first these four, which are get, post, put, and delete. And I told you get when we want to do any when we want to fetch any data from the DB, whether it's one single row or multiple rows based on any condition. That is all get API. Am I correct?
Yes,
What happened? Okay, so that is all get API. Now, I told you if you want to do any processing, and based on processing, you want to save something to the DB or anywhere or in the file system or any file you want to save or anything related to saving or processing you want to do, it's always a post API. Am I told am I correct? This is what I taught.
mm.
Okay, so put API is like again any processing you want to do and you want to update the existing data. Any existing data, if you want to do any process or you want to update the data or you want to save the updated data, you need to use the put API. And for delete, based on any condition or all the rows if you want to delete, or a single row if you want to delete, that is delete HTTP method you should use. So this understanding you got. After that, I told you, okay, in APIs what kind of input we can have. So input as a request params we can have, or a path variable we can have. Okay, so I told you what is path variable. If something is appearing, anything, any value, if you want to pass within the path, that is called a path variable. And if anything you want to send as a parameter, like after question mark, any parameters, here you can send n number of parameters, like id equals to 1, and let's say email equals to something. Then based on that id and that email, it will fetch that particular data. Okay, so you anything if you want to pass as a parameter, then you should pass as a question mark, and then whatever is the name of the parameter equals to whatever
We
is the value.
take the value from user, then we take the param, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So path variable is also from user only. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
that you need to call this API. If you'll call like this way, user slash 1 or 2 or 3, any value you can pass, so it will fetch that data. Okay, and if you want to pass like this way, you can pass this way also, like id equals to 1 or 2. It can be id, it can be email, or it can be number of parameters with and. Okay, so all those things. Now, post, as I told you, you can give input as any object you can give. Okay, in the body,
In case
request
of
body.
insert and save, then
Yes,
we use a post right now in case
yes,
of
yes.
insert or
Yeah,
save
let
data.
me open the Postman also to give you the idea. Okay, so put also any object you can pass. It can be a file, it can be XML file, it can be a JSON format, anything. Okay, delete also. If you want to delete also, you can pass path variable or parameter params, or directly delete API. You can write without any parameters also to delete something. Okay, so in delete, if you want to delete some particular thing which you already know what to delete, if we call the delete API, like suppose you have written some delete API, like delete all junk variables, or junk data, junk rows, and you have some there some this thing column in the table for a particular table. You have some column where you mention which all data is junk, or which all data is stale. Okay, so you can write simple delete API, delete slash delete, and delete only if you inside delete API you will write your logic, delete all stale objects. Okay, or if you want to get the input from the user, then you have two ways to get the input from user for delete: path variable or params. Got it? So once we'll do more practice, we'll get to know all these things. Okay. Then I told you what is controller, model, and view. So I told you any business logic or interfaces where we create, or APIs we create, that is called controller. Model is anything related to DB. View is anything related to output, like HTML page or JSON data or file or etc. Anything you want to give as an output is view. Okay, got it? And how to create any controller or model or view? I told you always create one package. In package, you create classes. So package can be like all controllers will go in controller package. All models will go in model package. Entities will go in entities package. Okay. And then inside that you write classes, and then inside that you write code. Got it? Till here? So now, okay. Now what we did a very first day, we created this user. Am I correct? We created this user controller. And then what we did, we told, okay, this is a REST controller. REST controller means it will provide data as a RESTful APIs. Okay, it will not display any page. If we would have given it as a controller, only controller means it will display any page like a website, web application. But we want to create a RESTful APIs. RESTful APIs are where you provide only the data in the form of JSON or XML or any format. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
So we mention it as a REST controller, and then we write all the path which we want to hit. So like get mapping. So it will, like, if you will call slash users with get, this API, this function will be called. If you will hit slash user with post method, then this API will be called automatically. This function will be called. Okay. So here, if I, as I mentioned that day, if I hit slash user with post, automatically it will map to this function. And what it will do, it will take whatever you provide in the request body and it will save it. I showed you the example also. And then if you hit this slash user with get, what it will do, it will map automatically to this function. And what this function will give, this function will fetch all the users and will return you the list. Simple. Previously I told you, like, we can hard code here the data. First we hard coded now. We hard coded one string, list of string. Then I created entity. Then entity I created manually those users. And then that was also like hard coding, and then we returned. Then I told you now we can connect to database, and then using JPA repositories. These we call JPA repositories, which is Java Persistence API. Okay, so these repositories, if we extend, okay, then these repositories provide you so many functions. I told you that day. And now we will make a use of those functions to do the DB operations, to fetch data, to delete data, or to save data. So if you see here, what we did, we created one repository, okay, object, which is UR. And as soon as we do, suppose UR dot, you see so many functions will come here. Count. So it will give us all the count in the DB, like select count star from account table. This will, what this will do, this will delete particular account entity. This will delete all entities. Got it? This will delete all by ID. Means with that ID, whichever entities are there, it will delete. Okay, so you will see so many functions. Find all will give you list of all the entities. So you can see so many functions are there already available. Got it? Save also. So many things. Now as I told you, though this is possible, but I told you that we will use polymorphism, sorry, no, not polymorphism, OOPS concepts, object oriented programming. So which provides us so many standards when we follow OOPS concepts. So here also we'll follow OOPS concept. Because of that, you are not going to provide user repositories variable here itself. So what we do? Tell me, whichever functions are needed here, those only we will provide. So if you will provide directly access here to user repository, you can see UR dot when I do, all the functions are available in controller, but that I don't want. That's not the property of OOPS. We want to do the data hiding. Am I correct? So controller, whichever function it needs, only those we want to provide. So for that, what we do, we create in between one more layer, which we call services. Got it?
Services. Yes, sir.
Services. So services will contain.
Okay. Now I understood, sir.
Now you got it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's why I told you this way. So will contain
Yes, sir.
only those functions which are needed by the controller. Fine. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
kind of data hiding kind of thing. Okay, I
Okay.
don't want to give you all the access to the DB directly, because now
Yeah.
if I will give you this object here, what you can do, you in controller, you can delete anything, you can do anything, whatever you want.
Yes,
Am
sir.
I correct? Because
Yes,
this
sir.
variable contains everything. So, and
Yes.
somebody hack your website also, he will also be able to do that thing, because he will get access to this variable here in your controller itself. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what we will do, we will create in a between these services, and services also we will not create directly. Again, I'll tell you how we will create. Again, we will
Yes, sir.
create,
Package. First we have to make package.
no, we will create, yeah, package. Obviously, for everything you will create. But
Yes.
what I mean to say is, you will first create interfaces. Interfaces, what
Interfaces.
we do?
Yes, sir.
Interfaces,
Okay,
we
okay, sir.
just mention the signature. What we do? We just mention the signature of the function. So if somebody
Function.
will get, so what will happen? If somebody will get access to your user controller, then he will know only about
Yes, sir.
services. And services also, if we will create directly the services, it will get the access to the services body, but we don't want that. So we will create first interfaces, and these interfaces we will implement of services. Okay. So what we'll do? So what will happen? Implementation will be separate. So what will happen? If somebody will get access to service, your controller also and your services, then it will get access. Still, he will see only what is the signature of the function. That's it. He will not be able to know what is happening in that function, because that's there in the other package. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So
Correct.
that's all related to data hiding and security.
Mm.
So that's why what we do, we will not directly call user repository here. So what I'm going to do here, I will simply go hanging a lot. So anybody who is not understanding what I'm teaching? Anyone? Ask me now only. Hello?
No, sir, I
Yes.
don't have any question till
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I will create new package. Tell me what package?
services,
Dot
AML
Yes, sir.
service.
services. Yes.
Good. So here what I want to do, everything related to user.
And
So what I will
the
call it,
class, the class of the
and
services.
I will, yes, I will call it a user service. Fine.
Okay. Mm.
Okay. And here I will mention, okay, so not class, sorry. I should have created interface. I told you na.
Mhm. Right, sir.
Okay. So and here what I will do
Sir,
in
there
this,
is no need to write public with the interface.
why?
Sir, interface already support it, na? So
User
there is
public.
no need to write a public, na?
But it's better if
You are
you,
totally choice. If you write, then okay. If you not write, then we accept
yeah,
it,
it
na?
will work, but it's better always to mention, because
Okay.
so that it is 100% public. Got it?
Hmm.
Suppose you
Yes,
will write
right.
without public. So what will
So
happen?
by
Tell me. So
default, it not take public, sir.
by
That's the
default it
reason
will
I.
take, yeah, by default it will take public. Suppose some other developer is working and by mistake he will write like this.
Ah, my mistake is the different, but if you not write, then it take
Yeah,
a
yeah,
public by
as I
default.
mentioned, as I told you in case of entities.
Okay. Okay,
What
sir.
I told you, like entity, if account name is same, you need not to tell which table, but is always better you need to tell here which table. Like suppose table and name equals to account. So that tomorrow if somebody change also the name of the class, still it will refer to that table. Got it? So this is the best idea to always tell, and someone else if will come, it will be more readable.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? So your code should always be more readable, more um, robust. How it will be robust? Tomorrow, if somebody will change the name of this class, also still it will refer to this table only. So you will never get the error. Got it?
Okay,
So
sir.
this, mentioning everything is a better coding. So that's why here also is better if you always mention like it's public, so that if somebody will read also, he will get to know, okay, this is a public interface. By default, anyways, interfaces are public. Okay. So yeah. So what I was telling here, I will tell all the functions. So which all functions I need? So I need one function here. As I said, I am writing one user to get all the users, and another API I am writing to save the user. Am I correct? So these two functions I need. So what I'll do, I will mention these two functions here. How I will mention? One is list of user. Okay.
Mhm.
List of user, and I
Yeah.
will let it get users. I will give the name of the function as get user. Fine. So I mentioned one function here. User also. So this is which one? Sorry. That is account. Our table name is account, no? So this one.
Sir,
Okay.
small. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
got
I
it.
told one function I need get users, which will give me a list of users. Another function, what you want? Tell me. Save user. And save user, what it will take as input? Account. Am I correct? And here what it will return? Account only, like saved account. After saving, it will create ID. With that ID, it will return. Or if you want to return only the ID, then you mention it like long. It's all because these functions are in your hand. So whatever you want to return, you can mention. Got it? Any question here? So these two
No.
functions only I want, na? As per this user controller, these two functions right now I want. One is to get all users, another to save a user, and after saving, I want to return the ID of that user or the whole user itself. It's up to you. If you want to return the whole user account. Got it? Simple?
Yeah.
Any question here?
No, sir.
Okay. So now I have written this function, fine. But these functions will it work automatically? No, na. I need to tell the implementation also. So what I'll do, I'll create another package also, or I can write in this same package as well. But it's better always to create another package. What package I will create? Where I will write all the implementation. So here I will call this package as AML.services and services implementation. So dot IMPL also I can give, or implementation I can give. What is better to give IMPL short form. Okay, so IMPL. So here what I'm going to implement user service. So what I will do, I will write new class here. What I will call it? User service
Service implement.
IMPL. Fine, because I'm following some notations so that it will always help the other developer to understand what is happening. So he will simply go with the file name only, he will get to know, okay, this is the services and this is the implementation of this service. So here what I will do, I will write implements what? User service. Simple. So user service it will import. As soon as I'll do user service, you can see here I got some error because it's saying add unimplemented method automatically is giving me. So I will simply click this and it will automatically create a skeleton code for me. Very simple. If it would not created, then also we can write this override now. This is a basic Java concept.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now tell me what I will do here. Here I want get users, all users, and here I want to save the user, whatever user it will give me. So what I will do, tell me in this service.
Sir, whatever you wrote in repository, that you have
Not
to write
repository,
here.
controller.
That's the body implementation.
Controller, yes, yes.
Yes, exactly. So what I'll do, instead of here, I will
Yes, sir.
copy it and I will put it here because
Yes,
repository I want. Okay.
yes,
So
sir, correct.
repository. So here what it will do, it will return nothing, but what it will do, return ur dot find all. So now all the functions are available in this service, but not controller. So I will return ur.find all. This is what I wanted. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
what I will do here, I will return here ur.save. So if you see save function, what it returns, it will tell you also. So save function, what I will do, I will mention here. So what it is going to return, tell me, account only, automatically account by
Yes, sir.
default. If you
Correct.
wanted to return, suppose only the ID, okay, then how we would have done it? Account, like say s equals to ur dot save, okay, entity which is a, okay, and then s automatically it will give us the s dot get id. This way we would have done. Fine. And this would have become long. So this is the way to return only ID. But what we want anyways, we will return on the whole account itself. Fine. So this is good. Here good. But here one thing is missing. We need to tell here everything in Spring Boot depends on the annotations. Okay. So we need to tell what it is. So this is a service class. What it
Service,
is?
yes, sir. Service.
Service. So we will tell this is a service. Okay. And then import it stereotype. So this is service. Now what I will do, very simple. Now I created the service and then I mentioned the service implementation here. Okay, very simple. Now let me close these two. What I'll do, now I will go in controller instead of users repository. What I will,
Service. Uh,
user service,
yes,
let's
sir.
say US. Okay, and user service I will import here. So what will happen? if you see user repository, I will remove. Okay, so if you see here US, if I'll do now, so US dot, so you have only get users and save users. Other than these two, no database function you can see, only object functions are there. Good. Okay, and if suppose, let's say, so what first of all, what you'll do, you get users here, simple. Okay, and here what you will do, US,
US
just 1 minute, US dot save user.
save
Okay,
users.
and here what we wanted, by the way, this is account A, and here you wanted to return A. This is what I told. Previously we were returning string. So we are now returning A. So this will become account. Simple.
Yes, sir.
Okay, saying rename because this is conflicting. So saved user, I will say saved user. Okay, I will call it saved user. And here I will return saved user. Simple. Okay, so now what will happen? So here you see US. So here if somebody will hack this also, your code, suppose, so they will get access to US. And if they will go to this service, they will see here only these two functions, no definition. Simple.
Uh,
Okay. So if I want to give somebody as a service this thing, suppose another developer, and another developer also, I don't want them to know what all things we have and what is the implementation of this, then we can expose only this service to them instead of repository. Very simple. This is how companies work. Okay, so now I have everything. Okay, so this is the minimum bare thing which you need to write any.
Sir, basically, we will write our logic in service class, correct, sir?
Exactly, you are right, in implementation. So
In
with
implementation, yeah.
this way it will be hidden from everybody.
Yes, sir, correct.
Okay, and second thing, this is as I told you, this is the bare minimum thing which you want to write any Spring Boot application like services, repository, entity. Apart
Yes,
from
sir.
that, there are many other things also, but I'm not going to tell you right now. They are like mappers also you should write. Mappers, when it will be good, that I will tell you later on, but only little bit idea I'll give you about the mappers. Like suppose, what are mappers? So suppose here find all, what it will give you, all the data it will give you from the DB
Like
of.
select star from table name, like that, na,
Exactly,
sir?
exactly. So now suppose user might have many things. Your account table might have many things. Like account table will have, let's say, name,
Name, address,
login
age.
time,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
password, email, mobile number, okay. But you don't want to expose all those things, all those
Yes, sir.
data of account.
I
Okay,
want only, sir, name and password.
name or maybe name or age or login
Yes, sir.
time. That's it. Or email.
Okay, yeah.
And you don't want to, or it will have like what time this is created on. Okay, or what time it was updated on. So many data you have in table, but you don't want to give all the data. Okay, so your account, if you see, your entity has all the data. Okay, suppose name, address, age, created by everything, but you want to give only some particular details. So what you will do, though you are using this find all function, in between, in the service class, you will write one mapper class. What mapper class will do, you will create another class of account, like something to give back, which we called uh, like suppose we will create a replica of this account table. So let's say account out something, we will call it. Okay, and this output will contain, this class will contain only whatever functions, whatever data you want to give. Let's say name, age. Okay, so only name, age, or email, and mobile number. Suppose this is only you wanted. So what will you do? This account out you will create in service IMPL. You will write one function, one mapper class you will write, which will map from account table, from account class to account out class. It will map the data. Got it? Okay, let me give that example also is better. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, okay. So what I'll do in model is it's a part of model only. Okay, so what I'll do, new class I will create, and I will call it is a user mapper. Very simple.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry, I need to create one first package. So I will call this package as mappers. All mappers will go into mapper package, and this will go into mapper class. Okay, so this is a mapper class, user mapper. Okay, so let make it let's make this class as static. Okay, you know the difference between static class and non-static class? Tell me. Hey, guys.
If you define a static class,
Hmm.
then you can, sir, access this, access that, access his function without making his object.
So the
No,
class
it's
user,
What is?
what is saying public static? I know public static.
Yes, a public static class. Correct.
Maybe we need to write some function, then only it will take. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, for now, let us remove it because it's giving error, and then let us first mention. Let me give you the example. Okay. So what we want to do. So what we will do is, suppose this entity ID we have, name we have, address we have, email we have. Okay, and suppose you have one more variable as private string password. Fine, simple. Okay, but what you want, you don't want to disclose the password there. Okay, so what I will do, I will create uh, uh, DTO. You know DTO, data transfer object. Okay, so because this is an entity account, so what I will create, I will create another class. Okay, so another class, what I will create another class is just a replica of this account. Okay, so what I will create, copy I will do, and I will just paste it, and I will call it, let's say, account DTO. Fine. And what I will do, I will put here, I just need to remove this entity and this, because this is not entity. This is just a task to transfer the data, and what all the data I need except password, everything. And this is not entity, so only these things I need: ID, name, address, email, age. So what I did, I just created the simple class with whatever data I need. Okay, why I'm calling it DTO? Because this is to transfer the data. So this is called transfer data transfer object. Got it? So it's better if I don't keep it in entities. It's better if I create one more package. Tell me what should be the package name? Model dot. Tell me. Hello? Anyone?
DTO, na, sir? DTO.
Exactly, DTO. DTO. Okay. So here what I will do, I will put this DTO. Very simple. So now tell me what should I write in mapper? So what I need to do, whatever is coming in an account, convert it into DTO. Simple. Simple. So what
Yeah.
we'll do in mapper, what we'll write? Mapper class, we will write one function. Let's call it to account DTO. So what it will do? This function will take account variable and it will convert to DTO. So what it should return? Account DTO type. Okay, so this is one of the function. Public static. Okay, so this is one of the function I will write. Simple. Okay, so what I wrote one function which what it will take account as an input and it will return account DTO as the output. Very simple. Any question? How it will return? How it will return? It will create one account DTO variable. Let's say AD something. Okay, and what it will do as new account DTO. So this way, if you see anywhere DTO, entities, mappers, don't get confused. This is very simple concept. And what you will do, add dot set, all these details you will set. So ID is what? A dot get ID. Okay. Similarly, AD dot set age. Age is what? A dot get age. AD dot set address. What is address? A dot get address. AD dot set email. What is email? A dot get email. I know it might not be coming into your head, but I will explain. Okay. So what I did in A, I have all the details. What all details I have in A? ID,
Like
name,
ID,
address,
name, address, email, age,
password. In
Yeah.
account detail, what I have? ID, name, address,
Name,
email.
address,
So only
age.
these variables I will set of account DTO. Very simple.
Okay. Yes.
So these variables I set it with the value whatever I got from the A. Very simple.
Yes, sir.
So
And
so
return AD, na,
yeah.
sir?
So A even has get password also, you can see. But this I'm not setting in AD because AD don't have that variable. So very simple.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So what it will do? It will convert to this one and this I will return as AD.
Yes. AD
Very
will
simple.
return. Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now these functions, mapper functions, you can write as per your convenience. Here I am converting one by one account. You can write one more function to convert a list of accounts also. Very simple. Take to account DTO list. I will call this function. And here what I will take? List of account as an input. Okay, and I will return list of account DTO. Simple. Any question? List, and this is also list. Java.util.list. Okay. So this is list. So what it will take? List, and then to create list, what you should do? Tell me. You will create one list of account DTO as list AD, I will call it, equals to new array list of account DTO. Okay, sorry. Like this. And see, these things I'm not explaining you because this is basic Java. So I am assuming you people already know all these things.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Collection
So what I
framework.
do? Yeah.
Yes,
So
collection.
what I will do? For loop I will write. And for this list of account, I will loop each and every account. in list, and what I will do in this list, I will write this function, and this a dot new account I will keep creating, and I will keep adding this into this list. That is AD, and then this list I will return. Simple. These are
Yes,
very
sir.
basic Java functions. I am not doing anything here.
Yes,
What
sir.
I'm doing, from one object, I'm copying the data into another object and returning that object. Very simple. These are called mappers. Okay. And then what I will do, I will use this mapper where in this service. So now what will happen when I'm getting the user? So I will not return as it is. What I will do here, I will create user mapper dot to account DTO list. So this thing I will return, and here I will mention it as ur dot find all. So which will give me the list of account. Very simple. Okay, now it's giving me error because it wants here account DTO. So DTO I will return. Simple. Okay, and then I need to change the, yeah, change the, no, sorry, not here. In the use service class also I need to change, na. So very simple. So it will take users and will return list of, sorry, it get users will return list of account DTO instead of
Account
account.
detail. Yes.
Simple. So now if any huge project, very big project, if you see so many table, so many things, don't get confused. See DTO, controller, mapper. If you see all these things, don't get confused. Now you saw how, if I would have told you the very first day services, service IMPL security, if I would have shown you this big project, it would have gone above your head. Now you understood why so many things are there.
Yes, sir.
Now it became easy to understand. Tell me.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I hear only two people, either Shabana or Amir. What about others? Mehtab, I can understand he is in office. What about Amir, Samreen?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
I can understand.
You got all these things, na?
Yes, sir.
Any question here?
Right now, no.
Actually, hello.
Yes, yes.
We practice it, then ask you
Can
questions,
you
sir.
run this project flow using a debugging mode in
Debugging mode.
debugging mode?
Yes, yes. I'll show you.
So
I'll
we
show you.
can recognize how the code is flowing.
Yes, yes.
So
I'll show
how
you.
the
Okay.
process is calling how. Huh?
Yes. So very simple. Okay. So I'll put debugger point here. Okay. Let me open the controller. So as I told you, when we will hit get users, what will happen? So first of all, we will hit save user. Okay. This. So let me remove all the points, debugger points, and let me put only one here, which is here, not here. Okay. So let's see. Let me run this. So to run in debug mode, instead of run as, you should select debug as Spring Boot. Very simple. Okay. And if you run as debug and you see the console, in console, yes. So you will see it here. It's running. Okay. So it started on port 8088. So now what we will do? We will hit here /user with post. Okay. So this API we will hit /user with post, and here body. What body we are providing? Name, address, age. What else we want? Tell me. Name, address, age. What else we want? let's say name, address, email, age, and password. Everything we are taking here. Okay. Email. Let's say fine. So I provided this and password also. Let's say password. For now, anyways, this is not the correct way to store password and all, but just for your understanding, I am giving you. Okay. So here password I provided. Let's say
Okay.
testing. Okay. So what will happen? Let's see. As soon as I hit it, okay, it will automatically go to this point, user controller. So where it came? It came to this function. Let me go to this function. Okay. So it will come in this. Okay. So let me see what will happen. As soon as I'll go here, it will come here. What it will do? It will simply ur.save it will call, which is again a repository. So beyond that, we can't go because this is a library which we are using. Okay. So in debug, it will come here. And as soon as it will come here, it will simply return this. After saving that user in the DB, it will return that account. And where it will come? It will come back here. Okay. And then as soon as I'll come here, it will show me what all things were there. So address Mumbai, age is 20, email is Balikul Hassan, ID it automatically generated one, name is Ataullah, and password is testing. So what it will do, it will return this saved user. Okay. And as soon as it will return, you can see it here. All these are simple functions. So let me run. Okay. And here you will see the data. Okay. So if you see here, what I passed, name, address, age, email, password, and it returned me everything, whatever I passed. So ID, name, address, email, age, and password. Okay.
Okay.
Got it? Now
Okay.
here one more catch. Okay. Like though I am passing here password, but in return I don't want it to give me whatever password I have given it. Okay. Suppose because whatever return it will give you, maybe you will use it in the HTML. Okay. So your password should not be visible. So here also we will return DTO instead of account. Fine. So what we will do, I'll show you. Okay. And second thing you saw here, ID automatically is created in database and that ID it has given. So let me say, if suppose now another I'm hitting Asad. Okay, and here only let me change this to 30 and Mumbai to Bangalore. And let's say this I will call it Asad and testing one, suppose. So as soon as I'll hit this, again the same thing will happen and it will save the user and it will return it back. So now you see ID2 automatically generated. Got it? And that ID also I'm getting. So it means it got saved in database 100%. That's how the ID got generated, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me. I wanted password to be hidden. Okay. So what I'll do? Tell me. I already told you. In user controller, what I will do?
Encrypted form.
No. I will not return account, but account DTO.
Account detail, yes.
Okay. So when I will return account DTO, so here also I need to call this us.save user should return me what? Account DTO.
Account detail.
So I'll go and change the definition of this. So what I'll do here, this will return me account DTO. So when this will return me account DTO, I'll go to the implementation and here what it should return me account DTO. But will it return like this way? No, ur.save will return account. So what I'll do, tell me. I'll call user mapper dot which function? To account DTO list or to account DTO? This function.
Account, DTO account.
Yes. So this function will take account as a input and will return only whatever data is needed. Okay, very simple.
Yes, sir.
So now let's see how the flow will work. Okay, so now again I will run this project. Debug Spring Boot. This is very interesting, by the way, Spring Boot. And the programming is very easy. Most of the boilerplate code is there for you to use. You can see now
Yes,
how
sir.
soon we started interacting with the database in the third session itself. Okay, so now let's say I hit this. Right? Why connection is refused? Okay, let us see again. Eight zero eight eight. Okay, it's still starting. It has not started. It's still starting the server. Why is taking so much of time to start? Okay, because I'm running it in debug mode. Let me for now remove the debugger for now so that it should start fast. Okay, now it started. As soon as I remove the debugger, now I'll put back the debugger here in user controller, and one is here in this implementation, and then one is here in this user service. Okay, so that every flow you will get to know. So what will happen? As soon as I hit this, it will go to post/user API. So automatically where it came automatically here. And as soon as I'll go further, it will take me to this user service class. In user service class, what is happening? It will save the user and will pass to this function. So this function it will take. Okay. So it came to this function. So what is A here? A contains everything. ID, name, password, everything. What it will do? It will create a new object of AD. AD is null right now. Everything is null here. Now it will set from A ID. Then from A it will set age. You see age and ID is set. You can see ID 1 and age is set 30. So it will set each and everything here, email and name, and then it will return it. Now it will return that whatever is set in the account DTO. So because to account DTO function will return account DTO. So as soon as it will return, it will come back here, and this saved user I will return it to the UI. Okay, so as soon as UI it will return, you'll see I pass Asad Bangalore 30 and all those things. It returned me only whatever data I wanted to expose.
Yes, sir.
Simple.
Except password. Yes, sir.
Yes. So now I will call this users API. Fine. What user API will do? Tell me. So let me put the pointer first of all here. Debug pointer. Okay. So as soon as I hit with get, automatically it will take me where? Here. So
Yes.
it automatically take me here. Now debugger should come here. Okay, so as soon as I'll come here, it took me to the user service class, and in user service class it should come here. Okay, so as soon as I'll go forward, it will take me to account DTO list function. Okay, so now what we have here, list of account. So what is there in the list of account right now? Only one user. Okay, and then what it will do, it will loop that all those users, it will set all these data in account DTO and it will add to that list. Okay, so only one user was there, it looped only for one user and it will create that list of account DTO. and then
Yes.
it will return here, and this will return to the controller,
Controller. Yes, sir.
and controller will show us in the UI. So see
List of users. Yes, sir. Correct.
you see it's array.
Yes,
Array.
sir.
Okay.
If I
So
add more,
suppose,
then it
yeah.
will show
Yes.
more
So
of.
well, yes, I will suppose right now I'll enter one more. Malik. Okay. Let's say daily. Let's say 35. And let's say testing. As soon as I'll hit it, obviously it will take me to save and all those things again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then it will return here my name, only me, like with ID2. And now
Yes.
I will hit get user.
Get
As
the,
soon
it
as I
will show you
get user,
two data. Yes, sir.
yeah. So it will take me here, then obviously what list of account contains 2, 0 and 1.
0
Okay.
and 1.
It will
Correct,
go-
sir.
Yeah. Okay. And then what it will create? It will create one account DTO. Okay. With Asad and all, and it will add to this list. Then it will go back and again loop for the second one, and for second one also it will create a new account DTO. Okay. And this new account DTO also it will add to this list. Fine. So it will contain 2 account DTO, and then it will return all these things. Okay. And then let's see how it will show list of these 2.
List of this.
Simple.
Yes, sir. Correct,
Very
sir.
simple. How it is.
Simple.
So today, actually, what I wanted to do in 2-3 sessions. Now today everything is done now.
Yes, sir.
Everything. This is everything. Everything will revolve around these things.
If we got
Everything
these,
will
it
revolve
is
around these
enough
things.
for us.
This is whole model view and controller. Simple. Got it? This is MVC model.
Yes, sir. But we have to recap of this session. Then we will get all the things
Yeah.
in
That's
deeply.
why we are recording each and every session. And
Yes,
second
sir.
thing, now I can share this project also with you. Okay, because
Okay.
now this is full fledged. Now, obviously, now I saw one request from Satas sir. Okay, what he has mentioned is like there is one table, there is one CSV file in Excel.
Mhm.
Okay, and that you
Yes,
need
sir.
to read and save into the database. So
Mhm.
obviously he asks you to do the using the Java program. Okay.
Yes,
Suppose
yes,
if
sir.
I want to do it, so if you'll do it using a Java program, it will be very difficult, I know, because you need to write each and everything yourself. But you can do that program very simple way using this Spring Boot. And for that, you can create even one API also. Okay.
Uh,
So I
in
want
this,
you to do, yes, I want you people to do this with using Spring Boot as well. Once you write the Java code, okay, then you do it in Spring Boot way. So that Satas suppose will pass one API. In that API, he will pass that CSV file. Okay, and that API will be a post API. And what it will do, because you want to save that data, na, CSV. So that API will be passed post API, and let's call it slash data slash CSV. Call it like this. And as soon as you hit this API, it will take one that CSV data either as a post format or as a file. So you, if it is a file, then you will pass uh, file path. Okay, whatever path you pass, from there it will read this API. As soon as this API will be hit, it will go to that file path, it will read that file, and after reading that file, it will save it to the database. So reading that file and you can do very simple, like any Java program. Anyways, you are going to write to read the file. Okay, but saving it will be very easy, I'll tell you. So not sure if I have that here. CSV file, I did not download that. Let me see if I can download. So it was shared on WhatsApp. Okay, so Using Spring Boot, it will be easy. Yeah, it's needs practice for everybody, not only for Meta. Oh. Open it like this way. Can anybody share their screen and show me that file if you have downloaded that file already? Because I think it will take time for me to connect to WhatsApp. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Anyone who have downloaded that file want to share their screen and share that file?
Yes, sir. I shared my
Okay.
file, sir.
Can you share it?
Just a minute, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
will
Just
stop sharing.
please. Yeah, just a minute, please. I'll share my screen. Is this one? Share. Okay. Now visible, sir?
Yes, it's sharing currently. Yes. So you
Yeah.
can see in this file what we have: account number, date, transaction details, check number, value date, withdrawal amount, deposit amount, and balance amount. So what you need to do first thing, tell me
First,
anybody in Spring Boot, what you will do?
first we have to create a database like
Exactly. So one database you will create one table. So table will have these fields, account number. So
yeah,
account number
okay.
is, as you can see, it's a long type. Okay.
S-
Date
Sorry,
will
sir,
be,
come again. I didn't
sorry.
hear.
Hello?
Come again. Come again, sir.
Yeah. So what you will do? You will create a table as you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
So that table, what fields it will contain? Tell me, and what type data type of those fields?
Account number is come under long
Long. Okay.
and date
Date.
is
Date is
date.
a date.
Yes.
Transaction details
So
is
date
string.
can be date type or it can be string type also.
String. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
right, sir.
Transaction details also
String.
in string.
Okay. Check number.
Check number
Check
is
number is a string type,
long.
sir. Nahi,
Yeah.
string because it may be a character or numeric value. Then we take a string
Okay.
in place
So
of
it
integer
might
and
be
long.
alphanumeric. You mean to say? Okay. Fine.
Yes.
So
Yes, yes, right, right.
value date again can be
Value date
string
is
or
a
date.
Date.
string
Date.
or a date type also.
Yes, sir.
Withdrawal amount.
Withdraw amount is a long and deposit long, and
No.
last one is the
No.
balance amount is
No.
also a long type.
No, it's not long. It's of in
Okay,
Java, it should be double because
Double.
it
Oh,
contains
suppose
decimal.
okay.
decimal point is
That
come. Yeah.
in the
Yes.
data type is okay.
And data type it will be number, and with number some decimal with how many points you want to, like you
Right,
write it
exactly.
database.
Yeah, yes, right, sir.
Yes, sir.
To
Got it.
withdraw deposit amount and balance is
So very simple. Yeah.
all of
So
three
yeah.
are
So
double.
let's say like you have table already. Okay.
Mhm.
You have created a table in database. Now tell me from the Spring point of view. Let me share my screen. You can unshare Shabana.
Okay, I stop sharing my screen.
So let me share my screen again. So tell me what you will do from the Spring point of view. You will create one entity first of all.
Entity. Yes. Yes, sir. Entity.
100%
Because
one entity. What entity? Let's call it. What will be the name? Tell me.
bank.
Okay.
Transaction,
Yeah. Instead of
transaction.
yeah, you can call it transaction.java. Okay.
Transaction.
And what
Okay.
you will do? I'm not going to create now. Fine. Because we have very less time. Okay. So let's do this way. I will give you just idea. So you will create one entity, very simple.
Yes, yes, sir.
One
Got
entity
it.
you call transaction, and it will refer that table, whichever table name you will create. Okay, and here you will mention all those variables. So a long type, a string type, account
Yes,
number, and
sir.
all, and
I
then
I
check.
got it, sir. I understood it. Yes.
Very simple. And then what you will
Okay.
do? What you will do?
Done.
Repository you will create
Done.
transaction repository.
Repository and services.
Okay,
Both.
very simple. And then
Yes, sir.
service create to save that data. Okay,
Yes,
and then
sir.
what you will do? You in controller you will write one controller like slash user slash CSV, and you will find out internet also. You can search, very simple. Okay, how to pass a path, or I can take that file as a path also in this function. So anyways,
Can you just write that part, sir?
no, that's what contractor asked you to do. So
That
what he want you to do is you take file and pass through it and save in DB. So I already told you how to save. Very simple. The only thing is
yes,
that
sir.
that's a see. So don't think about controllers. Suppose this is not a controller. You have one function. This function, what you will do? You will read that file and save it. Very simple.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So once you write the Java program, okay, because that's your task, because he has
Yes.
put some reward also for that's why I'm going not going to help you in that regard, but I can help you once you have the
No
Java code
problem.
with you.
So
Okay,
that's the
then
reason we mentioned, na, sir, ki all function are executed in a main function.
yes, that's what he want you to
So
do
this is the
it.
exceptional here.
No, I'll tell you one thing. You write that Java program using main
Uh,
function because you want you to write simple Java, but that's what the logic. So first, once you have the logic, then I will help you to convert it into a service using API. So it will be like you will give one API, and that API you will expose to the end user, and user will with that API he will pass any CSV file of that format, and automatically that CSV file, if with that CSV file as input, if that API will be hit, automatically it will populate the data from that uh, file. Got it? But that's how you will write API. But Java code is different thing. Okay. So
yes.
first you write the Java code, then I will help you how to convert that into a Spring Boot application. Simple.
Sir,
But I gave
I
you the idea. I
already
think with
write a Java code. If you have time, then you can.
so so you try it now. But that only I will take it forward to create a API. Okay. Simple.
Okay.
So
So
I
you
think that
mean
was
ki
enough
you
for today.
study
Yeah.
today and tomorrow?
Sorry.
Nothing, sir.
So once you people are ready, now you let me know.
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
are
sir.
ready.
Sure.
Okay, then we will take next session, and I will convert your code into API. And now from next session, I want to start on you to work on, because see, now you have the basic concept ready, and I think you
Yes.
have understood the basic concepts of like, and the standards of Spring Boot application. Now I think you people can start writing the AML project. So now we
Yes,
can
sir.
distribute different things to different people.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what I want first thing, I think Ataullah, somebody was creating the DB already. So Ataullah, whoever is creating the DB, na, can you do it this way? I will share with you. Okay. You
Mhm.
create one database folder. In that you write create one table folder, and in table you write whichever file you want to write, na, suppose account.sql. So suppose one table account, another table, let's say transaction, so you create transaction.sql,
You
and in that
open this file.
you,
Okay.
you write this SQL
Hmm.
like create table, whatever table, and here you mention all the database. So this way you prepare. and whatever constant you want, like unique ID or something as reference. Got it? Or something as unique, like username is unique. So whatever, if you write this way, na, then I will help you to create shell script, and you can automatically run this shell script to create the database. Very simple. Okay. And I can guide you to do it on AWS also or Google Cloud also, any cloud server. Okay.
Okay,
So you
sir.
can write very
Wow.
simple. And if you are using PostgreSQL, then also it will be easy. You are either you use PostgreSQL or you use Oracle or SQLite, whatever.
We install a SQL
Okay.
Server
It's very simple. It
Workbench.
Sorry, what have you installed?
Mm. SQL Workbench, sir.
Which one? I didn't get you.
MySQL.
MySQL. Yeah, MySQL is
Yeah.
also the same syntax which we have for
Hmm.
PostgreSQL.
Yes, yes, sir.
Mm.
Okay. So this way automatically it will create the database for you. Okay. So first prepare these tables, whichever tables you want. This way only. Okay. Like create table with this way. Write all SQL commands. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because to start any project,
And
first thing is
Notepad, sir.
database.
All
Sorry.
table are written in a notepad.
Yeah, you can write .sql file, which is just a text file only. Yeah. Notepad only. You can see all these files are just text file. .sql extension I am giving them so that I can simply run this using the shell script. Okay.
Shell script is a new
And,
word.
and even inserting data also, you can write like insert into role, whatever roles you want or something like that. Insert into
Query
city, like
also right here.
which all cities you want. Okay.
Okay.
So this is just SQL commands. You prepare and write it. Okay. Because see, to write any project, to start any project, the base thing is database, preparation of database. If database is perfect, then everything will revolve around database only. As you see in your practice program also, everything was revolving around entity only, na? What is entity? Database. Based on entity only you created mapper. Based on entity only you created repository. Based on entity only you created service. Am I correct?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So this is main. If you will not prepare your database with all the variations with by keeping everything in mind, it will be very hard to change it later on. So once you write all the code, and if you want to make the changes, it will be very difficult. So it's must that you prepare your database 100% perfect. Think about each and every possibility, whatever kind of data you want to save, whatever data you want to play, and then only you start your project. That's why I asked you to write in that way, SQL format, so that you will get to know what are reference keys here, what are primary keys here, what are unique keys here. Everything should be understood by you. Okay, why it is important, I will tell you. If you create your database with unique keys and all, and every constant now, and then you will write your project. Okay, in project, if you'll make any mistake also, it will throw error very simply, because database is expecting unique key, and suppose you are trying to insert another email, and email is a unique key, suppose. So database will throw you error. If you have not prepared database perfectly, and you have not made that email field as a unique key, then in your code, if you have not put any check for duplicates, for to test duplicate, then automatically your data will be wrong. Got it? Duplicate emails will come. You got my point? Hello?
Yes, yes, sir, yes,
Yes,
sir.
That's why it's very important to prepare the database very well. See, because see, you in your code also you can check now, if this email already exists, then don't allow it. and tell them
Hmm.
email already exists. But what if you forget
Yes.
that to write that kind of logic? What will happen? Your database will allow, your code will also allow, you'll never get error. Tomorrow, once your project is live, everything is live, and then you will see, hey, duplicate emails are there. How to recognize which one is correct? Got it?
Yes.
Then your all data will be wrong and you will be in problem. So it's very necessary to prepare database very carefully. So if you would have put that unique keyword, okay, email is unique, your database would have not allowed. So even if you will forget to put that condition in your code, like if email exists, don't allow it. Still if you will allow from the code, database will throw you error, and your code you will get
Yes.
500 internal error, and then you will see why I'm getting this 500 internal error. Then you will go and check, you will see, oh, duplicates email are coming from request. Oh, and I don't have a check for that, so you will put the check by default. So preparing good database with all the constraint will help you to write the best code. Got it?
Yes.
So
That's why.
actually, suppose Sartaj is giving the code, sorry, Excel file. So the application is reading all the data, na?
Yeah.
If the data is correct, then it will go to the save in the database. If the any
Yes.
data is not as per the mark, then it will not go to the database and throw the error.
Yes.
This is the thing that Sartaj, I think, want to
Read
type of
from
code
Excel.
is required.
Sir, it's not mean a read from Excel is a write a code in Java and save in a database, right, sir? Balikul, sir.
Yes, yes. Means, however, either you read from Excel
No,
or
it's
you take
both
it.
are change, sir.
Mhm,
Both are change. First
mhm,
one is Shivam says that ki data is read from Excel sheet
mhm,
and then write in Java code
mhm.
like that, na Shivam?
Read
Read
the data.
from Excel. Read
Yeah,
the data
whatever
from Excel and
Excel
save
or
in a
whatever, any source.
database.
Yeah.
Save in a database.
No. Any file, we are reading any
Hmm.
file, XML or CSV file, you read it and save it to the database. This is the task, no?
Yes, yes.
This is the task. You're not reading the data from the database.
Reader we use here in Balikul, sir.
You see,
Read from
for that you can read anything. See, your task, what Satas sir have given you is to read CSV file and save it into DB. Okay.
but
You
I
write,
understand
you write,
according. Hmm.
yeah, you
Please
write that
continue.
code. Yeah, you write that
Hmm.
code, okay, saving to DB as a Java. What he has given you a task, like you read any CSV file, read it and create and save it into the DB. Okay, very simple task he has given you, and that should be a core Java program. This is what he wanted to write. Okay,
Hmm.
so you simply write some functions, call those functions in the main function, and those functions what it should do. It should be a sequence of those functions, like one function to read the file, another function to prepare the insert query or whatever, and the third function like to connect to the using JDBC to the database and then save it. Okay, third function.
Before that you have to create the table for the
Yes,
for insert the data.
yes, yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Yes.
create
Mandatory. And sir, we
to
can do with
store
Spring
the
Boot also, right, sir?
information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't do it with the Spring Boot for now. He wants to make your Java skills perfect. So you do it in core
Okay.
Java. Once you have the
So
code ready, then I will
with
tell you how to
JDBC
do the same
concept.
thing. Yes, how to do the same thing in Spring Boot. But now I know why you are asking to do in Spring Boot. People previously they were thinking that writing Java code is very easy. It's very simple. I can understand Java. Like I am writing one function, I am calling it somewhere, and it's giving me the output like some function or factorial or something. It's very easy. But Spring Boot is very tough. Hey, it's very difficult. it has so many services, mappers, DTO. What is all that? Huh? But now when you understood, you are feeling that is writing in Spring Boot is easy. Am I correct?
Mhm.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, I know, I know. So that's why, that's why.
I need
The
a
thing is,
practice
yeah,
in this.
yes, the
Yeah.
things, yeah, obviously in technology, it is like that only. We people keep ourselves in our comfort zone. Why we keep ourselves in our comfort zone? So I learned, suppose in my, when I was studying, we had basic COBOL, these languages. Now I see my kids, they are in first or second standard only. They are teaching them like Python. It's strange. Okay, when I was in 12th, I was having C++. Okay, my kids will be having Java in 10th or
First
8th
and
class
second
only.
class, sir. First and
First
second
and
class
second class, they
studying
are
on
teaching.
Java,
Yeah,
C and
no.
C++.
Python, Python.
Python, sir,
Now
first and second class, sir.
yes. I
I
was
think the
shocked.
seventh, eighth class is according to CBSE's
No.
rule.
My kid, he is in 4th class right now. Third,
Okay.
they started very basic. Means not Python in that way. Scripting,
Which
very
is school,
basic,
sir?
like what is variable, what is data type, all those things, and they have some online tool also.
Which is school,
They
sir?
can Gyan Shrishti ICSC board.
Okay.
Okay, so what they are teaching, I'll tell you. They have some auto online tools. Okay, there they have given them the access, and there they have like, okay, drag and drop kind of thing. You take this variable, assign this variable, then output this variable. So in a graphical way, they are teaching them,
Gaming,
not as a
gaming,
program.
gaming is also introducing that.
Yes.
Gaming is
Like
small
that.
game for kids now.
Yes. So only second and third class, I was confused. I was shocked. Sorry, I was shocked. Like how they are like
Actually getting
people.
to
Yeah, but I'll tell you the difference. What I wanted to tell is, when I was kid, I learned C++ in my 11th and 12th. Okay, that time I used to think like whatever advanced things are very difficult, but it's vice versa. The basic things, when you keep learning the new technologies, now it will become easy and more easy, because in technology they want to make the task of the developer easy only. So once these things which you think now are very difficult, no, the more you will learn, the more easy things will become for you as a developer. Got it? So previously we need to write JDBC connection, everything manually, Java core, Java, everything. It was very difficult, but because people keep themselves in their comfort zone, na, that's why they don't try to learn new things, and they don't want to explore the new technologies. But mark my words, exploring the new technology will make your life easy. Like, if you are, you might have thought like, okay, basic Java is simple, core Java is simple, Spring Boot is something advanced. No, even though it is advanced, it's easy, na, easier than Java. Tell me.
Yes, sir. It's so very easy.
Yes. So that's why. So always try to explore new technology. It will make your life easy. It's not like tough. Okay.
Yes,
The only thing is that it has some standards. So those you need to understand. So if a layman, like for example, if a layman will simply go and check any Java program, he will easily understand. But if I will not teach you what is control and all, you might get confused, like how it is automatically doing. What is happening in save? I don't see any function to save anywhere. So where is the actual save? Where it is connecting to JDBC? How it is going in database? You will get confused. You got it?
sir.
Yes,
So only
yes, sir.
concept you should know. Like, okay, there is some JP repository which is doing internally something to get the data to interact with the DB. Okay, so JP repository is doing all those things, so I need not to worry about. Got it?
Yes, sir. But sir, here not use in a JPA. Here directly we use Java.
Yeah, it's good now because see, Java is more powerful, and once you learn Java, means these things will become easy for you. And in market, 80% of the companies are using Spring Boot only. I will tell you, all big companies. So you have a very bright future in Spring Boot.
Shivam, thanks to you to raise this question.
For what?
Sartas, like Java code is right into a table. Otherwise, I think like that is a Java code is written in a database, means in a write in a Java code and save in a database. Is both are different. Read from Excel file and save in a database. Both are different. So I think about that. First one is the connectivity of the JDBC,
Yes.
and according to XLS, if it read from Excel file and saved in a database, then we use a buffer.
So, yeah. So
Huh?
here I can give you one hint, okay, and I can help you here. Don't
Mhm.
take this as I mentioned in my very first session also. Anything whichever you want to solve, any big problem, don't think that big problem as a big problem. First, try to divide it into simple pieces, small pieces, okay, and try to solve those small pieces individually, and then integrate it as a whole to solve a big problem. Okay, so here don't think like, okay, you need to read some file, and then you need to do some database connection, and then you need to save, and then you need to do read, write, whatever. Okay, so how you break it into smaller pieces? Just first write database, simple. And how to save into using JDBC, how to save anything, hard code something and save it. How I taught you controller services and all. How I taught you? First, by hard coding the things in the controller. Then I came up with the uh, like uh, creating entity. Then I connected it with database. Then I came up with the repository. Then I came up with the services. Got it? So this way. So what you do? You first think how to save. You write one code to just any hard coded data. How to save it into DB? Very simple. You write that function, okay, or how to connect to database using JDBC in Java. So that only that thing you first try to solve. Once you solve that, then you try to solve how to save it, some data. Once you have that function, now you try to write another function, how to read any Excel file in Java. Very simple. So this way your life will become very easy. You will have all those functions ready, and then you integrate them to solve the big problem, which is like, take any Excel or CSV file as an input, read it, process it, then save it in the database. Simple, very easy. Got it?
Yes, sir.
One thing I want to add, when you are inserting into the database, the small error may become naming. Naming, you have to keep on track on name. What is the name of the database and what you are inserting that one. So that is the point you get error.
What attributes
You have
we
to
are going
identify.
to add?
No, I don't have this type of issues till now, but I
Not
suffering
not
different
issue. It's a small
issues.
thing, but naming is you there may be a error, small error. So you are
Yes,
roaming
right.
around
You
with the
are right,
error.
sir.
That is the thing.
Yeah,
So
you
they
are
have
right.
to keep eye on that.
Mhm.
I mean to say.
Yes.
Yeah, well, what he mean to say is like there are possible errors are like whenever you face any errors, not most of the errors in database will be like because you are not using the correct field name or something. So
Yes,
what
right.
he's trying to help you, like if
Yes,
you get any such error, like something is happening and so you don't waste your time, just see and check, make sure that you are using the correct names and all,
Yes,
so that
right.
it will be easy for you. Okay.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
exactly.
Okay, I think it's already
Okay, sir.
11:45, 46. We have 16
Yes, sir.
minutes more.
Yeah, it's a really a nice session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you
Thank
so
Shubham.
much, sir.
you,
Thank you
sir.
so much, Baligul sir.
Good night.
Valuable time, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Valuable
you.
time. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
But
Yes,
your
yes.
big thank will be like once you will do something and you will show me, and then Satas sir and other people and Saqib, they will say, yeah, really it helped them because now they are doing this Spring Boot project by on their own. That will be a great thank to me.
Yes, sir. We will
Okay.
do soon,
Yes, sir.
inshallah.
We'll
Yes,
try
sir.
our best, inshallah.
Yes.
Okay, one thing more. We will create a API also for that one. Suppose one client need API, we provide API for that one. They simply call the API and use the function of that. So we are able to create that one.
Yeah, that's what we discussed. Once they will have that all the functions and Java code working,
Yes.
then I will tell them how to create an API using Spring Boot for the same.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you
And yeah, yeah. So and another thing I told you people now, because we are already late, I think, and we have only 1 month to do that AML project. So now I
Yes,
think you
sir.
got the basic concept of Spring Boot and all. That now we can divide some work among you people. Like we will give tasks to some person to create entities, one person to create
Yes.
SQL queries, the database to create tables and all, and another person to create services, another person to create all those APIs which we want in the controller. So do like that way, and for that we will do LLD, low level design, which means you will write in
Sorry.
Word document what all entities are needed, what all tables are needed. So for all those things to do, 100% the database is must to be first written. So once you have the database, then you can mention which all tables will be needed, which all repositories will be needed, which all service classes will be needed, which all APIs will be needed. Very simple. And then things will be very fast. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sakib sir, do you want to say something? Or we can close the session.
Yeah, I think we're good to
Sir,
go.
Yeah.
we should
Okay.
wrap up here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thanks,
Thank
sir.
you so much, sir. Bye.
Assalamu alaikum. Shabba khair.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Uh, हुआ भैया हाय में क्यों चाहिए मदद क्यों कपड़े रखने हैं? कपड़े क्यों रखने हैं तुझे काय के कपड़े रखने हैं? कल जाने के लिए